Hi all, back with more D-Day at Tarawa. This is part 16. Yeah, nothing much to talk about. I've done part 15 earlier today actually. So moving on to the US action phase. Wasn't a terrible Japanese fire phase. It got 2-3 units in the water, didn't it? Yeah. It's never perfect, is it? Okay. Right, let's just push on with action phase, US action phase. What is this, turn 8? Yeah, we still go. Things don't change until turn 11, isn't it? Yeah, so a bit to go yet. Okay, so what we're going to do, right, let's get our disruption markers off the units that were hit. Yeah, this guy took a hit. What did he get hit? Did he get hit from the position? I think he maybe did, yeah. We have a disruption here. I think he had went in close combat last turn. And no, that's it actually. There's no other disruption. No. Okay, let's have a little look here. Yeah, we do have this unit. We've got a little bit going, haven't we? This guy needs to be flanked though. So yeah, he stayed disrupted, and the brown stayed disrupted, which is nice. The tank's up again, and it can fire into these hexes, member. In fact, it can also fire into that one. And if I'm going to move that guy there, it'll be able to fire into that one as well, which is kind of annoying. Well, it's really annoying. Of course, the other thing is you jump in on that guy again. The fact he's disrupted. Because if I do make this move and wait till next turn, well, I'm saying I've still not got this down for sure. Can tanks fire and the hit tanks, or do they need to have the armor symbol when they fire? Surely that must be in the book. I'm pretty sure it's something that's come up from in the past. Don't know. It might be one of these ones that is just a common sensey thing, but I never quite like that. Let me have a look. Okay, so I got confirmation on my chart here. It says here, this is the default action for tank fire or advance. Fire if US units in field of fire. May hit armor. May hit leader if the star is present. So that suggests, it doesn't say may hit armor if the armor symbol is present. And on here, and this is one of the official charts that come with the game. Armor bonus, if a Japanese position fires with the armor bonus, all US armored units in its field of fire are considered non-armored. Japanese tank units always fire with the armor bonus. Right, so we've got that cleared up. If it needed to be cleared up. Well, it does need to be for me, just to be sure, like I say. It felt like they would be able to, because they are tanks after all, you know. So in actual fact, this is sitting in steady red for, so if he fires and gets a triangle, he's going to hit this. Or if he fires and gets a diamond, he's going to get this. Wouldn't disrupt him, but it would take that guy out. To be honest, whatever one it hits, because I do not need all that strength to catch this guy anyway. 4 is 8, so I need to have 9 strength, 5, 6, 7. Well, I'd probably get away with that, because if that one gets taken out, I've got 9. If that one gets reduced, I've got 9 strength still. So yeah, maybe I should just play it that way rather than go in with the close combat, because he is getting I mean, he gets 2 cars, I get 3. And yeah, the one thing that could happen is that fires, and it's a circle. Then I take a hit with that. No, hang on. Would that not give me? Does that reduce me L38? Reduces me to 3 strength, 7. Well, that's still 9 as well. So I'm always going to have 9 strength, I think. And 9 against 8 if I've got the weapons. And the weapon... Oh, hold on. What's the other weapon that's that got? Radio. Oh, yeah. Well, we realised that the tank beside the headquarters is fine. Wasn't that? Did I not read it? I read it yesterday. That as long as it says adjacent unit, it didn't say an adjacent infantry or that. So this tank is adjacent, so it's getting the radio. Feels a little bit odd, that one. I would have thought it might have had to be an infantry or engineer unit, but it didn't say that. It definitely said. I'm wanting to find it again, but well, it'll be, you know what it'll be under the headquarters stuff. Where's HQ and headquarters? Headquarters, page 20. Looking for radio. Yeah. A unit that attacks a Japanese position from an adjacent hex while in command of an HQ is considered to possess a radio. Just says a unit. So that's fine. So that would give us the radio. Wow, we actually need that radio as well. Because this guy's not got it. And if it was reduced, it wouldn't matter. He's still not got the radio, but it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't take anything away that he needs, because all we need is flanking and the radio. The other thing is that guy's going to escape because he's one of the elite units. But actually, there is something you can do about that, isn't there? However, I've just realised that we can actually move this tank into here and move this guy into here. Then that guy's surrounded because we exert control into that hex and that hex. And we definitely need to move this guy into here to create the flank anyway. The one thing I've just realised though is, oh, hold on. I could just move that tank, right? You could just move that one. That's awkward then because I'd need to move the headquarters with it so that I can get the radio. Well, the reason I'm thinking that is because right now I cannot have a barrage on this tank. Because we are sitting in its red field of fire because it gets to extend its field of fire. I don't know, can I barrage a tank? Don't see why not. Oh, just confirm one of the rules I was talking about yesterday. A Japanese occupied hex may be the target of more than one barrage in a single US action phase. I think I was wondering about that one yesterday as well. I'm not seeing anything that stops us. Just says eligible barrage targets a Japanese unit in a coastal position may be barraged whether revealed or unrevealed. A Japanese unit in an inland position may be barraged only if revealed. There's no talk about it not being possible to do it against a tank. So just I could barrage that tank and then we remove that issue. Yeah, barrage a tank, move that into there, move that into there. The problem is I'm going to have to move the headquarters with this tank. Well, actually, no, are you, Grant? Well, whatever you do, you're gonna have to spend an action next turn. Does what was it getting the radio again? Does it just have to be in command? Yeah, in command. So no, it doesn't. I wouldn't have to move the HQ. If that was in there and that was there, it's in command of that and it's attacking adjacent, so it would get the radio. Well, shouldn't we see if we can barrage a tank first? Yeah, I think something would say if you couldn't barrage a tank. I think something would have jumped out of me by now. Japanese tanks, that was on... Where was Japanese, when I thought Japanese tank, it was page 26 actually. No, it says page 26, 13.3, US actions against Japanese tanks. Japanese tank units may be attacked like any other Japanese position, may be subject to close combat, and may suffer disruption and defeat. A defeated Japanese army unit does not withdraw and is not placed in the eliminated units box or move it from play. No talk out there about being barraged, but does say it may suffer disruption. Yeah. No. Also, which is something to remember, it receives no terrain defence benefit. Japanese armour units receive no benefit from terrain. These do not double an armour unit strength when attacked in a building or crater hex or across a seawall hex side. Yeah, so he's sitting in a building right now, but he's still got 3 strength. It doesn't get that doubled. So yeah, it didn't have the word barrage there, but which is a bit of a shame that it didn't actually say that. But I'm going to assume yeah, because surely it would tell you it couldn't be barrage for whatever reason. So I think I'm going to do this and see how we get on. And then if the barrage fails, then I've still got the thought of maybe going in with that guy. So let's do that first. Now it's a 4 strength tank and it's a unit without a depth marker. So if you can see that barrage table here. I think we need either or with that, don't we? So yes, if we had the symbol and it's not got depth for a 4 strength unit, the Japanese unit would be disrupted. Yeah. And yes, if we had the colour and it's not got depth, we would get disrupted. Yeah, so we can get colour or symbol. Want to go for that? Oh, I'll tell you what. Last card I drew was a red triangle. Well, it's got a red triangle. That's red and a triangle. So it's putting me off doing that just now, because we might have other things we want to barrage. Yeah, I've got a tank across there. That's a bit daft. Well, it puts me off when I see a card, when the last card that was played has that triangle. I mean, I only need red or a triangle, but you know. Right, I'm gonna look elsewhere just now. I'm gonna come along a bit, have a look. Yeah, not sure what's going on here. Yeah, this is probably when we need to try and work out what we're doing, aren't we? I got this tank got put along here. I didn't really want to be here. Yeah, I wanted to move him back the last turn, but I didn't have the action, so possibly want to. I mean, I could even move him 2 hexes. And I'll tell you what, moving him 1, 2 into there, and then maybe moving that up there. I know that's yeah, but is that not one of our engineer guys that's going to start doing things? The one with the SP on it. I'm not quite sure what the SP stands for, but support maybe or something like that. Yeah, well, it talks about support markers here. Rule 17, page 28. US engineer units mark SP. Support your forces by providing support markers. During the US engineer HQ phase of each turn, you receive one support marker for each engineer unit with support capability and a beach hex from which it can trace US communication and not in an enemy field of fire. So, at the moment, he is in that position. No, he's not in a beach hex actually, Grant. Does it have to be in an actual beach hex? Yeah. So in actual fact, he's going to have to make a move at some point back. I'd quite like to have something in this. I mean, why don't you even consider moving that tank up there? Less risk of it getting hit as well, maybe. And possibly just moving this tank back to here. And, well, at some point getting this guy down onto the beach, I suppose, where he needs to be. But that's not going to kick in until turn 11, I think, anyway. So all that is that's a paid action. These are free actions, but nothing really doing. I mean, we could, there is barrage attempts I could make with that. That was the guy that barraged this the last turn. This guy could also probably have a barrage on that, but I think this is probably more important. Try and deal with this and just hold a bit of this territory while some of this comes in and then get support from it. I think they just need to, I do need to check where make sure my points are adding up though. I can't leave it to the last minute, Grant. You're going to have to sit there and go through it and work it out. Right, well, why don't I find an area where we definitely know we can do something, like over here? Because I think we're going to attack this. And this also is a medium artillery position. Yeah, but it's an intense purple as well, so there's risk going to have to be taken here. Right, we can't barrage and attack, so there's no point thinking about barraging with us on that red position, unless, yeah, I think we go and attack this, don't we? Because we've got a pretty decent strength. That's 5, and that's a 6, I think. That's got all the weapons, and we've got 2 heroes. Come on, surely that, and maybe flanking it, by the way. The only thing I feel could come up would be a CC. That would spoil it. I'll try to get out round the side here a bit. This is right at the edge of the table, that's why. Yeah, I mean, what else are you going to do? You're not going to do anything else with this, Grant. He was disrupted before. Let's attack. So I'm going to attack with that and attack with that. These are both free actions. Yeah. Oh, actually, oh no. See, that's the thing. Once we get to inland positions, you can't sort of say, I'll move in there and then I can barrage it, because it doesn't work. You're just going to have to take a chance and get somebody into the heads. And you can see that that's got intense fire right round the bit. It doesn't matter what side you come in from. It's going to be a gamble. And it's so frustrating because it's like purple fires and you're hit and disrupted while he's like that. So what you need to really do is put a unit in here and a unit in here, and then when he does fire, he can only hit one of them, and then you try and do something with the other unit. Not easy though, is it? Right, let's attack this then, and we'll see what he is. Actually, he's not even getting doubled, is he? This could be overkill. Yeah, but is it not worthwhile just doing it? And yeah, you're not gonna You need to plan your next move, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm attacking with both. He is well, he's not got CC. He isn't elite, but I tell you what, no, I've not cut him off of her. Well, I would have needed to. Yeah, I would have needed to move in there to cut him off. Then I'm sitting in the 10th purple. You can't do that. So he's got mortar and machine gun. So now that says all. Does that include machine gun then? You would think so. So he's a 3-step heavy infantry. Yeah, he's got machine gun, he's got mortar. Yeah, we've got the weapons. We've got plenty of strength. We're going to destroy that guy. However, he's from the 35th Brigade. I think it's just the elite units though. Because he can trace communication from where he is. Just by tracing through there, and then he's got to trace to two other places, isn't he? Yeah, Japanese withdrawal. When a US attack defeats an elite Japanese unit, it withdraws instead of being eliminated if it can trace Japanese communication at the moment of attack. Place a withdrawn unit face down in the Japanese reserve box. There was some place where it talked about the numbers on the chats, wasn't there? Can't remember where I've seen that then. Right, so he is going to go back in the reserve units box. I've got 2 there. I'm going to shimmy them about a little bit, and then I'm going to forget about things. No, I almost made a mess there though. Yeah, and we'll give them a reshuffle, but might be a while before we see that again anyway. Right, so, well, that was a result. Yeah, I think it looks like we could have attacked with just that guy, but yeah. So everything else, of course, here though is going to be a paid for action. Yeah, there's a temptation to maybe get something into this hex. I think this is in steady purple. Well, possibly the tank actually, because if we get the tank in there, and then we do, if we're going to go for this purple, next turn move that guy into there, that guy into there, then the tank's also in a supporting fire role, because he's in the field of fire. Is that right? I think so. I think if he's in the field of fire, he can support the attack, can't he? And then we just pray that purple doesn't come up on the card, basically. Right, so, and then, yeah. This is kind of hopeless. I did talk about trying to retreat this guy, possibly. This is slightly safer. Well, actually, yeah, it's risky here too, isn't it? But maybe not going to have the actions to spare to move these guys. Okay. Well, if I had, with my 3 actions, if I was to move that tank along there, I don't need anything there. And I only need this tank here. So that's only 2, so I maybe do have a spare action, actually. So I don't think I want to try and barrage. Well, the only thing I can barrage, I think, is that. Or, well, no, you've got to be in command. Yeah. So, mind you, I've already said that tanks can hit armor, so this isn't any safer than an infantry unit, because it's this tank that's threatening the position, isn't it? I don't want a reserve popping up there though. So I think I'm going to move that into there. Oh, that's going to be a free action as well. That's not. We're not really pressing anything with that, though, are we? But I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I'm going next. That's the thing. I think what I've got here, I can't really press on until I get some of these reinforcements in. It feels a bit weak, kind of running away, doesn't it? So this would be a paid for action then, and I'm going to move 2 hexes, 1 and then 2 into there. Yeah, because then he is in command, which means he can barrage easier, and well, gets a free action for it as well. But that was a paid for action though. And the engineer underneath, I'm not going to bother moving him just now. He is going to have to come back to one of the beach hexes, but he's fine where he is just now. Yeah, I actually don't think we're going to draw any other cards, so I think this barrage is going to have to be checked on what it is. So no action there, nothing there. We can't give the guys in the water an action. So yeah, there's not an awful lot to pick from. So yeah, I'm gonna get. Well, I'll move this tank 2 then into here. I don't want this reinforcing as well. Yeah, that can reinforce that one. So both these can. This one can't. Yeah, I think like I've said, get that into there, and then let's try and press onto that purple position maybe. So 1, 2 into there for that guy. That's paid for action as well. And now he's sitting in steady purple. I don't think they are sitting in the purple. He's sitting in red. Oh yeah, he's sitting in steady purple. Yeah, that was a fear that he might have got a hit before. Yeah, I think my other action might be along here. Or maybe I should probably. Why not try and get him out the intense green, Grant? And then if he's teamed up with that one, then at least they've got more strength. The two of them can move together, do things together. And that's, okay, it's yellow, and I'm going to have, they're both diamonds, aren't they? So that's probably quite good, because he has only single position. Whereas if it was a double and a diamond comes up, then they're both getting hit. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. All feels a bit weak this turn. For our moves, I feel like I'm getting all sort of defensive and moving away. We can't go up against that with what we've got there. These guys, yeah, but I don't know what's best to do. Come in for that purple position and then come across, or keep moving up the coast. I'm not played this game enough to know what the best moves are. Yeah, okay, so that's me used all my actions then, actually. So nothing more I can do across there anyway. The only thing I can do here is possibly move my HQ. I'm not going to do that in that position, am I? No. And this guy was disrupted. Yeah, so all we've got left to do actually is this. So yeah, I'm going to attempt this barrage then, I suppose. Attempt the barrage in the tank. Yeah, and then let's cut this guy off, because he's a nasty piece of work, isn't he? If we could eliminate him. Oh, mind you, does he go in the eliminated units box still? I think he does. So he's not removed from play, I don't think. Well, I just read about that withdrawal. Where was it again? Yeah, it says place defeated units not eligible to withdraw in the Japanese eliminated units box on turn 1 to 16. Starting turn 17, defeated units not eligible to withdraw or removed from play. A unit is not eligible to withdraw if it is not elite or if it's not in Japanese communication. I think all the units we've... Don't tell me I've been getting some of that wrong, have I? I'm looking in the I'm looking at the units removed from play that are not elite. I've got 6 of them. That seems an awful lot. It could be that these have all been close combated. Just wonder if I might have blundered with that. Oh, somebody's sure would have pulled me up. Fair, I think, yeah. Because even the one that up here that John Brown had talked about, I can't remember where it was now. Was it not in this position here? Where, yeah, when I did the units here and the units here, and I decided to go in close combat, and it was the wrong call, and John had said that, you know, I think the right move would be to attack, because I was guaranteed I was killing the unit. However, the unit, because of the position that we were in, he was able to withdraw, I want to say. So he was going to go back in the Japanese eliminated units box rather than get removed from play, and I think that's why I then took the chance and went with the close combat. And we got lucky there, really, but it probably was the wrong thing to do. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, he is going to go back in the eliminated units box. But it's better there than there. You know? If I go in close combat him, though, he goes into Japanese eliminated units box as well. But there's a few risks in that. I think there's more risk in that. Right, let's attempt to barrage the tank first. So I need either he's sitting in red or a triangle. I need a red or a triangle. That's going to be a free action from the headquarters. Red or triangle. That's why I didn't want to draw this card first. Actually, the 2 cards that we've drawn are red. I'd no other cards to draw, though. I didn't do any other barraging. Now that's swaying me towards thinking about going into close combat. Just the danger of that being able to get that. Well, did I not work it out that it was okay anyway, Grant? Because this tank can, I mean, assuming he only does the attack action, and unless he does something, what have they not got? Some multi-fire or something, multiple fire. they fire twice. And I'm assuming that's maybe the M action, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Because if he hit 2 of our units, because I've already said if he hits 1, then we're still going to have 9 strength. Yeah, I really don't feel like the risk of the close combat. So I'm going to move this tank into here, just so that we're shutting the guy off. And I'm going to move this into here, both free actions. Problem next turn is I'm going to have to pay for an action for that guy, because, yeah, I'm better leaving the headquarters beside day 2. Well, the headquarters needs to be beside one of them to be able to supply the radio as well, so. Right, yeah, I think I'm going to leave things like that. Felt a bit weak, that US action phase, didn't it? We need more units. Yeah, you are going to need to look and work out some kind of strategy, Grant. you need to know if just sitting here and maybe, look at these two. Ugh. Well, what can I do? Maybe when I take that guy, I can get something into this. Because these could reinforce. Or one of them, you know. But these could be points that I might be able to take. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember the conditions for securing a position again. I want to say that because that's intense red that's into there, we would need to take that out to control this, wouldn't we? Yeah, but I do need to work this out. And these two positions are pretty tough. We were a bit unlucky with this one, but it's all went to pot now. Right, okay, what about 35 minutes? I'm going to have to take a break for now, though. I should be able to come back tonight, though, and finish this part. Although we're at the end of the... Well, why don't you just have a short part, Grant, and start again? Yeah, I'll probably do that. I think I'm going to leave that like that. I'm not moving the HQs. I'm better with that beside the 2 tanks, I think. Yeah, let's just finish the turn off. Right, let's move straighten the units out, take the action markers off, move the phase marker back, and we're only discarding 3 cards this time, so no need for a reshuffle. We're moving on to turn 9, and we are going to get to see another letter, so here we go. Oh, it's a P in it. We know that because the last one's got to be the I action. So there we are. Right. Yeah, I'll just cut that as a short part. And then if I do get back a bit later, I can start the next turn and you can see how it goes. If not, I'll be back tomorrow, no doubt, or whenever I'm back. Okay, cheers.